Painful Wisdom Day 18. I have two things to say. So the first one is Happy New Year, and the second thing is I haven't been making videos over the last couple of days because I've been sick. I've not been able to talk properly and therefore not been able to film videos. So everything is a little bit delayed. But that also leads me to the topic of this video. You see, when I was sick over the last days, for the 8th time in the last year, it's fucking... we don't even have to talk about this. But what I noticed is, all these sources that would normally allow me to be in a state in which I am able to be productive, able to be a person that, I'm proud of and other people are proud of, all these sources were gone. So I'm talking about exercise, physical exercise, endurance and strength training, being able to talk with other people in person, being able to study and work properly, being able to meditate properly. All of these things weren't possible, at least not to the extent in which they would be beneficial for your body and brain. So, for example, I'm not able to do strength and resistance training. I can just walk half an hour a day because else it's too strenuous for my body, at least for the state that it currently is in. I can't hang around with other people because I don't want to infect anybody. I can't really focus or work that much because I'm kind of tired and my body wants more rest. It's like, I don't know, if you're sick, you know how it's often a little bit harder to focus. I mean, you can't be in front of screens for that long. So all of these things that would normally release dopamine, endorphins, allow me to feel good and productive and motivated, I just do not have. So the setup that allows you to be productive and disciplined and consistent just doesn't exist. And that's so funny because to all the people who are not sick, to me who's also in the phases where I'm luckily not sick, the baseline is perfect. Like all of y'all are in the perfect condition to set goals, achieve them, work towards them. But most of you, and sometimes me as well, still fail. We still go on the phone too long to look at Instagram or watch YouTube videos. We procrastinate, we delay everything. And for what fucking purpose? Because we think in the future there's going to be some optimal moment in which everything aligns perfectly. Bro, no. It's already now. I mean, just think about it. Being in a position where you can exercise, where you can study, where you can focus properly, where you can meditate, where you can hang around with other people. Those are the baseline conditions that are so fucking good. And most people have them, and yet they still fail. And it's so funny because the older we get, the harder it's going to become, not only to exercise, but, also to get out of patterns. Because the older we get, the more liabilities we have and the more responsibilities we are forced to take over. So just imagine, if you're waiting for a moment to happen where everything's just going to be so good and the starting condition is just going to all of a sudden be much better than it is now, believe me, that moment is not coming. It's not coming. It's right now. And every time I'm sick, I have to remind myself of that. I mean, I'm just so happy that I will be able to get better and therefore get straight to working and straight to studying. And it's not like I love doing these things, but I know that I can do these things and leverage them to have an overall more improved state of mind, because that's what these things are able to do. At least those are the neurochemical effects that they have on your brain. And so many people just get angry. They don't feel motivated at all to go to the gym or to work out or, to work, but maybe you should, because maybe these are the things that allow you to live a good life and to be happy with where you are in life. And I mean, if life is about enjoying the passage of time, how Jimmy Carr said it in a podcast with on Modern Wisdom, I think, make sure that you enjoy it for the majority of time. Like, why say to yourself you're not allowed to be in a position in which life is enjoyable? Because you can be there. It just requires work, and that work is often work that, since we've grown up, has seen as effortful and annoying. But to be honest, if you manage to reframe it and give into it a little bit, and as a result of that, see the positive results of it, fucking do it. Because, like, here, I'm sick standing outside. I can just walk for 15 to 20 minutes a day, and I managed to get my voice back to film this video. This is the second take, by the way, because the first take just had a lisp because I had a muff on this microphone. And I just wish I could be in a condition where, I'm able to be at my baseline again. So if you are in that state currently, where your health is optimal and where you're able to actually do things, just do it, for fuck's sake. Because, life's short, man.